Dr. Valera had given up hope 6 months ago. Her daughter, Nixie, sat in the corner of the xenobiology lab as she did every day, her large obsidian eyes staring at nothing. The other Luminari children could perceive the full spectrum of electromagnetic radiation, from radio waves to gamma rays. They navigated their world through a symphony of light invisible to most species. But Nixie saw only darkness. "I'm sorry," the specialist had said, their bioluminescent skin dimming with sympathy. Her optical neurons never developed properly. "She'll never see." Valera had accepted it, though acceptance felt like swallowing broken glass. She brought Nixie to work rather than leave her in their empty quarters, hoping that being near her mother provided some comfort in her silent, lightless world. That's when Marcus Webb entered their lives. The human janitor arrived each evening at 1800 hours, pushing his cleaning cart with its squeaky wheel. Most of the research staff barely noticed him. Humans were common enough in the facility service positions. But Valera noticed because Nixie noticed. The first time Marcus whistled while mopping the floors, Nixie's head turned. It was the first time in months she'd reacted to anything. The second time, she smiled. By the third week, Marcus had started bringing a small Bluetooth speaker, playing what he called old Earth classics while he worked. Valera watched, astonished, as her daughter swayed to the rhythm of sounds Valera herself could barely process. Her species perceived sound only as crew vibrations. "She likes music," Marcus observed one evening, pausing his work. His 7-year-old daughter, Emma, often accompanied him during school breaks. "Emma's the same way. Kids just get it, you know." Valera didn't know. Her species communicated through light patterns, not sound waves. Music was a foreign concept. "Your daughter, she's blind?" Marcus asked carefully, watching Nixie. Valera's skin flickered with grief blue. "Yes. She cannot perceive any wavelength of light. For my people, that is everything." Marcus knelt beside Nixie, studying her with surprising intensity for a janitor. "Can I try something?" He pulled out Emma's tablet and opened a drawing app. But instead of colors, he selected the highest contrast settings, pure black and white. Then he turned on the tablet's vibration feedback feature. "Nixie," he said softly, placing the tablet in her small hands. "Press here." Nixie's fingers touched the screen. The tablet vibrated with each stroke. Marcus had set it so different pressures created different vibration patterns, a completely improvised system of haptic feedback. For the first time since her diagnosis, Nixie created something. "My daughter has synesthesia," Marcus explained to a stunned Valera. "She sees colors when she hears music." I started wondering, what if Nixie's not blind? What if her brain just processes input differently? Valera's skin strobed with confusion. But the scans showed her optical neurons didn't develop normally, right? Marcus interrupted gently. "But what about her auditory neurons? Her tactile processors?" Human neuroscience has documented thousands of cases where brains rewire themselves, processing sensory information through unexpected channels. The next morning, Valera requested a full neurological workup, focusing not on what Nixie lacked, but on what she had. The results were revolutionary. Nixie's brain had compensated for her optical deficiency by hyperconnecting her auditory and tactile cortexes. She perceived the world through sound and vibration in ways even humans couldn't imagine. Different frequencies created distinct sensory experiences. She could see spatial relationships through echolocation, feel emotional content in voices, taste the texture of vibrations. She wasn't blind. She perceived reality through an entirely different spectrum. Within weeks, Valera's lab had developed a device that translated visual information into complex haptic and auditory patterns. Nixie thrived. Other disabled Luminari children, previously written off, were retested. Dozens had similar neurological adaptations. At the device's unveiling, Valera stood before the Galactic Medical Council with Marcus beside her, no longer a janitor, but a consultant. "Sometimes," she said, her skin glowing with gratitude gold, "the most profound discoveries come from those who see what we've overlooked, who remind us that different doesn't mean broken." Marcus smiled, watching Nixie and Emma play, their laughter translating perfectly across species. Some things, he thought, everyone could see.